Welcome to POW Talk with Bishop Womack-El, better known as POW, your Professor of Wellness, a world-class naturopathic holistic scientist and herbalist who's been improving people's lives for over 40 years through God's divine word. POW will share life-changing principles for your health and wealth, covering a cornucopia of subjects on holistic living that will refresh, encourage, and guide you towards a higher zone of living. It's time for you to be, do, and have all that the Creator originally intended for you. So let's get up, over the top with your most trusted name in holistic living. Life coach, speaker, and author, the Prophet of Wellness, Bishop Womack-El.
Well, blessings, and actually more blessings. We're going to talk about a very important subject. And this subject is actually so important, not just in the United States, but in the entire world. And that is understanding the power of sleep. The power of sleep. There are so many people today that are actually suffering from a deficiency of sleep today. Many people are sleep deprived, and there's a reason for that. But we need to understand the different types of sleep and begin to actually move towards improving the quality of our sleep. Sleep satisfaction and energy levels really need to synchronize, because sleep is just as crucial to our body as the basic functions of survival, like eating, drinking, and breathing. Sleep is needed for energy. Sleep is needed for healing. Sleep is needed for restoration, for energy conservation, for the restoration of our tissues and even our cognitive function, emotion regulation, even immunity, immune health. All depends upon sleep. I want you to hear me again. Cognitive function, having that brain to fire up, having the neurons to fire up, emotional regulation, immunity, energy conservation, the restoration of our tissues, all depends upon sleep. Sleep is crucial. It is critical to our basic functions of survival. That is something that you do not want to play around with nor ignore. Many of the restorative functions of sleep are associated with what is called the non-REM, REM, which is called non-REM sleep. Now, non-REM, that's the stage of what is called deep sleep that leaves us feeling refreshed and alert. A lot of people never get into that state, but you actually can get into that state called the non-REM, REM. That is the stage of deep sleep. That's what actually leaves you feeling restored, refreshed. It brings restoration of our tissues. Now, the body has multiple systems that's regulating our sleep wake cycle, and you have special glands such as your thyroid, which is basically like a thermometer, not a thermometer, I'm sorry, a thermostat. Your thyroid is like a thermostat to the body. So because the body has multiple systems like metabolism, digestion, all of these systems help us in regulating our sleep-wake cycle and helps us on through our journey through the cycle of sleep stages, because it's just not like you close your eyes, you go to sleep. There are what is called sleep stages, and these processes, they work together to ensure that we get deep, restful sleep which actually helps us to have energy throughout the day. So there is a correlation, there is a link to energy levels and sleep. A lot of people have chronic fatigue, or a lot of people are just drained, exhausted, constantly tired, is because they're lacking that deep sleep that actually brings restoration to the tissues, cognitive function, emotion regulation, immune health, and most of all, energy conservation. So sleep is vital. Now, one of the prominent things on sleep function is that sleep it really serves to conserve and restore energy. Glucogen is one of the most important chemicals. It's not the only one, but glucogen is one we want to focus on, which is involved in storing energy in the brain. And glucogen levels have been shown to decrease during wakefulness. So sleep deprivation is linked to decreased glucogen levels. I'm going to say that again because this is really important. Sleep deprivation is linked to decreased glucogen levels, and glucogen levels are restored during sleep. Okay? Now, adenosine, on the other hand, accumulates during waking hours. So while you are awake, adenosine promotes sleepiness. So these two are really important. Adenosine and glucogen, the two chemicals, major two chemicals that help us concerning the subject of sleep. Adenosine turns the particular cycle, or helps us during sleep to restore lost glucogen. Now this is like a feedback loop that involves a give, a taken away, give, a taken away. These chemicals, they regulate the sleep wake cycle known as sleep homeostasis. Okay, so it's likely that there are many complex systems at play, but the investigation of glucogen and adenosine, they inspired people in research, and they all come to this conclusion in medical science and sleep centers and so forth, which I've had experiences in. They want to see, when you first wake up, how's your energy level from 0 to 10. Now 0 is the lowest, meaning absolutely nothing. 10 mean you are ready to take on your day. And if your answer is not hitting a 10, you most likely did not get into that deep sleep, which actually helps with restoration of your tissues, energy conservation, cognitive function, emotional regulation, and probably didn't fire up your immune health like you could have and how the body should have. So what do we do in situations like that? Well, that's what we're going to talk about next time. I want to stir up your curiosity, because true healing actually takes place during quality times of deep sleep. So we want to talk about, when we come back, the different types of sleep and what we can do to promote better quality sleep so it could be deep. And as we have a deep sleep, we can bring restoration to our entire being.
Thank you for listening to POW Talk. If you enjoyed this podcast and would like to learn more about the benefits of holistic health to reach a higher zone of living, go to our website, www.bishopwomack.com. And be sure to like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on new episodes. Until next time, remember, there's only one place to go. Up, 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 and over the top.